Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's your boy Elzenito, depending on where you're watching this video from and when you're watching this video. Yeah, so Lasisi posted a particular video recently about the movie poster. Is it movie poster? Yeah, for his project coming on soon. That's the Oga Pensioner comedy project, right? And so the idea is to drop a poster design for for the project, right? And these are the images of the characters. As you can see, we have all this as the images of the character. Now the first thing I would usually do is I'm going to work on this project. So first thing first, because this is where we have all the characters, you can just copy the link of this Instagram um, you know post and come to snapinsta.guru, and you can put in um, the link there, right? And automatically it's going to bring out all the pictures that are attached to that particular post. This is how I download pictures from Instagram. Very, very easy, straightforward, and free, right? And on this as well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 14 as well, right? 14. So let me go to my downloads to see all I've downloaded. As you can see, this is everything. Now, as usual, what I'll do is I'll select all, create a new folder, excuse me, and call it Oga Pensioner. And I'm going to bring in all the images here. And the reason I'm doing that is we're going to use our upscale software to upscale um, the images. So to do that, since we want to upscale everything at once, we'll click on batch upscale, select folder, and we'll select this folder, and all you just need to do is just press upscale, and you're going to give it time to upscale. All right, so you can see it's all done. And when you open Oga Pensioner, you would see this is the original image, or these are the original images, right? Then we'll go to this. We have the upscaled images, and you can see each of them 25 MB, 21 MB, very, very large files that we can then use to like create what we want to create. Now, the concept I have in my mind, right, is this idea. I love this idea. And because the idea is having the main character, which is Lasisi, having his head filled up with the characters of the show, right? So just the way it is, right? Having his head filled up with the character of the show. Now, again, this is going to be um, a tutorial mixed with the normal Photoshop and generative AI, because there are a lot of things here that I would, because of time, I would not want to like spend so much time doing certain things. I'll just use AI to like make my work easy. Anyways, first thing first, let's come to new file. I'm going to use the width 5000 and the height 5800. For the color, since it's comedy, we're going to be using a bright and an orange color. All right, something like this. Now, first thing first, again, like I said, this is the style we are going for, right? I wanted to go for this before, but I was like, this is too common. Floating head, everybody just in floating with head, right? I wanted something very, very spectacular, right? Because I know it's a movie poster. Everybody's always going to have like characters together, floating head, the character in the center, all those kind of stuff. It's quite common. So I wanted something that is quite out of the ordinary. So first thing first, this is our main character. We are going to bring it. We're opening it up on Photoshop. All right. Now that we have opened it up, just give me a minute. All right. Now that we have opened it up, now the next thing is to use our object selection tool to select our character. This one you don't need generative AI for this. Yeah, then you can zoom in to make sure it is properly selected. Again, we might not necessarily use all the part of his body. The major thing is the head, the way his head is looking, right? Something like that. So yeah, now that we have selected, you just go to select and mark, right? Okay, before we go to select and mark cancel, I think it has selected some things that are not supposed to be there. So we are going to just remove this part. Yeah, let's check his face. His face is not properly selected. No, it is, but it's giving, I don't know. But yeah, there's nothing refined air cannot fix, right? All right, so yeah, so we'll go to select and marks, and we have the character selected. We'll go to refine air, and let's try to zoom in. Then we can select this part of his hair, right? Make sure it is refined air. So we can come down to shift edge and drag it down. It's too much. We can increase. If we reduce it, to take it too much. We can increase it. Hmm. So let's say we are satisfied with this. We can turn on decontaminate colors and press OK. So yeah, this is our character, right? So I'm going to apply layer marks, and I'm going to drag him into this. So this is where we're going to be doing all the magic. Now, first thing first, let's rename. Now I'm going to duplicate this. The concept is just his head floating. No, not just his head, because we don't want it to look exactly like this. As much as I like just his head floating, I'm careful not to just use the exact concept. So I'll use something like this. Right. Yeah, something like this works. All right, so this is what we're going to use. Right now, we're now going to look for a way to make his head, we're going to look for a way to to remove the cap, so to say. I know that I think the cap is like a signature move for him. Let me check other posters. Yeah, that cap is like a signature, but I don't know, should we remove the cap or just form something? mm. Let me first see. Let me duplicate this one, then turn this one off. So I'm going to just select the cap. Now this is where AI comes into play, and I'll say head, and let's see what AI would give us. All right, so apparently none of the stuff I was looking for worked. All right, so this is what we'll do. Would copy this image. Let's go to Insta. Yeah, none of the, so I tried AI, but AI was not, it was just changing the head, the cap. It didn't give me like an African head or something. So what I'll just do is I'll just copy this image, this particular image. I would copy it, open image, and yeah, I'll just try to cut out his head. So now that you can see that it is better, what we'll then do is this. We would bring the head into Photoshop. So yeah, let's open this. First, let's drag this into this folder so we can delete this one. All right, so we don't need all these ones anymore. So we can just delete this. Now for this character, we'll open his hair. We'll open this on Photoshop, and what I'm interested in is just the head part. Pause. Yeah, this is just what I'm interested in. Although, again, that signature cap, it might really, like, it might be an issue for us. But what we'll do is we'll make sure that this is also in the in the image I'm trying to bring together, so that way his cap is still existing. I don't know if you understand, but yeah, I mean, this is just me trying some things, right? I'm trying to see what I can do with this. Yeah, so first thing first, we've duplicated this, so let me first cut off his head. Yeah, let me cut off these parts here. So I'm bringing this one. For this one, I'm going to slice up this part. Right. Okay. It's looking rough right now, but yeah, trust the process. So yeah, let's Control T. I'm going to bring this up a bit. So let's open. Yeah, so as it is, it's looking quite rough, like very rough actually. But yeah, we have where we are going with it. So next thing, let's try to blend it a bit. I don't know. Let me see. I'm not sure if this would work, but let's just try to see if it would work. Okay, so I want to try something. If it doesn't work, we'll just stick to the cap edge. I really wish this would work, honestly. I wish this would work. So first thing first, let's group this. Then let's merge this. And let's take let's try AI. So after a number of trials, after a number of trials, I was able to like come up with this. I mean, it's not looking nice, but yeah, I was able to come up with this after a number of like back-to-back AI trials. But yeah, you can see there are some stuffs missing. I'm going to bring back. I'm going to try to bring this in. Let's bring it to the front. Now I'm going to then apply layer mask, then click on Ctrl I to inverse it such that I would only bring in what I need. So I'll take in my brush and choose white and then bring in only what I need. As you can see, if I keep brushing this, sure you get my points. I don't know if you get my points. So it brings out, like I'm trying to bring out only what I need, and what I need exactly is just that eyebrow. So yeah, the rest can go. I just need that eyebrow, honestly. Yeah, it's just that eyebrow I need. All this one can go. So I can blend this like this. Yeah, something like this is fine. So let's merge. So we'll call this last CC. Now, the reason why I left this air is because we will not be needing the air, right? All we're needing is just a part of it. We'll not be needing the full air. Now, the next thing we want to do is we're going to introduce, just like we have, yeah, I was trying to look for head I can use, but I didn't really get any. Just like we have this, you will notice that it is oval in shape, right? So we're going to bring in an oval. Um, we're going to bring in an oval shape. So we're going to draw an oval shape like so. Depending on how we want it to be, we can either bring it like this, or like this, or like this. I think it's better we do it like this because his head is going up, right? Mm, let me um, flip horizontally. I'm not sure that would even work. But yeah, I'm coming. The idea is to draw out a rectangle, a circle, right? Like this, such that I can make it large like this, such that it's just this edge that would cut out the head. But just follow me, right? It's quite easy and straightforward. We'll cut out that head part. She understand. So that's what I'm going for. So first, let me duplicate this. Let me drag this down. So now this circle, right? I'm just going to use this circle as a as a guide, so to say. So control turn on select the circle so it can give us that circular selection. Now we can then complete the selection like this. After completing it, what we'll now do is go to select, invert the selection, and just press delete. Select, make sure this is selected. Now press delete, right? So you can see what we're going for. What we are going for is his head being opened, but in a circular way, such that it's still like it doesn't really. You get my point. It's very late, so yeah, bear with me. Anyways, I could have gone with, sorry, let me even go back. I could have gone with one that is just like this. Which one should I even go for? I'm trying to see which one would give a very nice illusion to it. If I go for something like this, would it give a nice illusion? Let's say I go for something like this. Will it look nice? I think it will look nice, right? Yeah, I think it will look nice. So let's zoom in. Yeah, I think this will look nice actually. Doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, I can bring it down a bit. All right, so something like this would work. If you get the idea now, Control C, bring this in. All right. So yeah, now that we have this, what we'll just do is select the layer of lasso C, then take your lasso tool and just cut out that head part so that we have this. Now, this is, we can delete this. So what we want to do is we want to make sure this hollow is going to be head, or let's just call it hollow head, right? So this is where we're going to be placing all the characters. So yeah, let's take it one step at a time, sure. I'm going to duplicate this hollow, and I'm going to merge this hollow with this. So now I'm going to use my smudge tool to like adjust the hollow properly. Yeah, something like this is fine. Now turn on this hollow back. Just bear with me. So let's rasterize this hollow, zoom in so that we can, use smudge to also blend this in. Yeah, perfect. Exactly. All right. So whatever it is want to bring in would always be inside uh, this, this character. But yeah, let's move forward. So we have Lassisi's head like this. Is thinking about all the people that is going to disturb, and we are going to be taking them one by one. So we can delete this character. Now the first character I want to bring in is this woman, because she's standing as though she's like assistant main character, so to say. So yeah, I'm going to go to object selection, and thank God she's already in a nice background, so it will be very easy for us to remove her, right? Ah, sorry, let's start again. Then addition. Okay. So now that we have this, make sure everything we need is properly selected, and we can Ctrl J to separate her, just as so. And you can bring her in, right? So she can be here, right? She can be here. Remember, you're going to be putting in all the characters. But first, before we even start bringing in all the characters, let's try to like give it some nice effect. So for the hollow, we're going to make it the color. We're going to make it a skin color instead of just black. That way it looks, um, you know, yeah. That way it looks quite convincing. So we're going to Ctrl J to bring out this flesh, bring it up here, and Ctrl T. Then we're going to scale it up. Now that we've scaled it up, we can clip it into this, just give it that skin texture. Now the next thing is to bring in our shadow or shade. Yeah, make sure your opacity is high. Let me see. No, no, that's not how we'll do it. So this would be under here like this. All right, so we can then multiply. So now for this hollow, right, we'll just go to blending options. If you go to outer glow and we select this part of the skin and we put, I want to see what we can do with this, right? It's not really obvious. So that's not what we're going for. But yeah, let's just add it. Inner glow, yeah. Inner glow we can. Don't worry, we'll bring down the opacity later, but just let's continue. Alright, so do we want to introduce stroke? Nope, I don't think we need to introduce stroke. But if we are going to probably just use, then we can use, okay. Anyways, we'll come back to that, right? I think another thing we can then do is we can add You can add light to the edges. You can just start doing all that now because we are rushing. Yeah, you can add light to the edges like this. Alright, then we can add shadow or shade to the front parts of the character. Yeah, something like this is fine then. Yeah, now we can multiply, crank it down. Let's confirm we're still recording. Anyways, yeah. Alright, so let's take it one by one. Bring in the character. Let's save our work. Although I'm using I'm using a paid version of Adobe, so I barely have issues with. But yeah, let's just take it one by one. First, then this fine woman. Yeah, just make sure everything is properly selected. And manage it like that. So yeah, I think I would manage this. So let's turn on. So we're going to find a way to, okay, we need to block this part. We need to block that part because it's looking like as if that part is empty, this part. So let's open it up. So these guys can, Let me see if I can bring that here. I think this would work. So right. All right. So yeah. So first thing first is to duplicate this and just merge it. Let's just jump right into this. Then we're going to duplicate it. This one will come into this space like so. Then this one would come. Let's before we do anything, let's separate these guys and just separate this part. So now the next thing is to select this, open layer mask, reduce the size of a brush, make sure it is 100%. Now brush through, don't let it come out of that part. Such that we can see that part is already opening again. Such that we can turn this one on here. So yeah, we have this character like this. So it looks like they're in, so I'm going to apply this. Now the next thing is to bring in some shade to these characters. All right, so I'm going to so that it looks like they're actually. Don't worry, don't worry. Not too much. Bring it down a little bit like this. Now this same thing is what I'll add to this one, like so. So it looks like they're actually coming out of his head. But I noticed that this is too much, so we'll bring this down a little bit. Mhm. Then we can add light to the edges. Light. Call it overlay. Now this same light, you can reduce it a little bit. Let's duplicate it and add it to the hand so that it affects that hand as well. That's this hand, right? Now let's add some shade here. So where is the head? The original head. This one. Multiply, then bring it down. Mm. Mm. I don't know why it's looking somehow, but yeah, probably have overdone myself. But anyways, let's just continue. I mean, we started already. We can't stop again. Blur out the edges. So let's introduce some lights. And to do that, because I don't have time, I'll just go to some of my old um, design and just pick one of the lights effects there. Yeah, just pick this one. Mm. So first thing first, let me bring this to the back of the character, just so that we can have that nice effect. We need to make it look realistic. It's not looking realistic. I don't know why. Something is missing. So I even put this. This line here is missing something. It's missing an effect. Before I continue, let me smush this down. But yeah, something is missing on this head thing. Hmm. Mhm. Now I get it. This is exactly what I was looking for. Exactly what I was looking for. That's hidden effect. Now it looks more realistic. So apparently where I was adding the effect was not on this hollow head. I was adding it somewhere else. I don't know where it was, but you can definitely see that it looks more, you know, I mean this whole light thing can now go up a bit. But yeah, it looks more, I don't know how to explain it, but you get my point. It looks better, sure. Don't worry, there's nothing lookups cannot change. Lookups and filters, right? So yeah, first thing first, before we continue, let me bring in my logo. So I'm just going to bring it here and just turn it off. Anyways, so let me see if I can introduce this back. Hmm, I mean, it's not really giving, Jerry. It's not giving. Let me try, sure. Anyways, let's try the first lookup, which is orange and blue. Definitely not. But yeah, let's first turn it on first, just in case. I'll do something about it. Don't worry. You can bring the orange down a bit. Then the next one is my favorites, color lookup. I say color lookup, foggy night. This one always have this touch to it. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, that touch is always there. yeah, normal. You can see that effect is giving the characters. That's what I'm looking for actually. So what I'll do is I'll duplicate that effect, then I'll take one of it down to the characters. Can duplicate and add to um, the hand as well. So yeah, let's quickly duplicate this one. Now this phone star is what I was going for. I'm going to choose the size. Yeah, something like this, just to capture that vibe, that whole vibe. I mean, I think fogginess is not really helping us with, yeah. So let's bring in, let's play with this a little bit. I'm looking for a particular feel. Nah, I'm not seeing anyone yet, so let's try Prague. Still not feeling it. Yeah, I'm not really getting what I want. Alright, let me see if I can turn off certain things here. Let me introduce curves. Alright, so Yeah. Mm. Let me reduce this. Yeah, I think I can turn off this one. So I can bring one down here, duplicate, and bring one up here for the characters. Nah. Doing it too much is not good. Doing it myself is too much. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it as this. I'm going to leave it as this. So the next thing is to write the name. So let's go to it's a series. Oga Pensioner Series. For the fonts, no. So we need a very fun font. All right, so we're looking for a nice font that is comedic. I think we can use something like this. I don't know. Let me try this. Oh, let's see. Anyways, kamikaze. Hmm, I'm thinking of which font to use, which style to use. Or I should just make it the usual. I'm not really good with font style for movie posters. I'm not so good with that. But yeah, let me see what I can do with this. So what we can do is we can select all these together, right? Select all these together. Then you can create a new layer. Hmm. Don't disfigure this thing. Or you can just go to free pick and look for one nice font there. So causing commotion is my retirement plan. So I'm trying to see how I can. Is this I'm coming. Yeah, I got it. It's 36. Let's try that one again. Okay. So this is good to go. The only thing left is the fonts of the title. This is like the major thing. So we have pensioner. Yeah, thank God for free pick. Excuse me. Oga Pensioner. I like this, but the do thing, I don't think that's funny. Is it going to delete us? Alright, so this works. Alright, so anyways, so we have Oga Pensioner. I like the fonts, it's quick, it's actually dope. Then for this costing commotion is my retirement plan. I forgot to put that. So let's make this. Hmm, Okay, let me see what I can do with this one because I don't really like the way. Mm, so I think the background should not be blank like that. You should have something to put at the background. So I'm going to go to PNG. I think we should round off now. Feeling tired already. Well, let me just use this one. I'm tired already. Alright guys, so I'm going to stop here. I can't stress myself anymore. I'm feeling tired already. Control Shift Alt E. As usual, camera filter. Yeah, and this is where I would add a new series. Anyways, guys, this is where we're going to stop for today. Yeah, tired already. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. Thank you for watching. Looks very fun. See you next time.